The Bulls are 1-2 overall. USF was in action this past Saturday against North Carolina State. NC State won the game 49-17. Up next will be this Friday for USF against UConn at Raymond James Stadium, 8 p.m. Eastern Time start. The game will be televised either on ESPN or ESPN2. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against NC State and tell us what you expect to see as you get a relatively shorter week to face UConn Friday night back at home, please.
Well, had a rough one last Saturday. We went out and played North Carolina State. Didn't play like we were capable of playing. Didn't execute offensively one bit, and defensively we didn't play like we were capable of. And they actually came out and dominated us in the trenches. And we have to play a lot better. You know, we're playing a UConn team that's just like us, 1-3, and trying to find their way. And they're going to come in here, stout defense, and we got to find some answers and get it corrected quick.
Take questions for Coach Taggart, please. Hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue. The operator will introduce you. Again, *1 for questions, please. And we can go ahead with the first question.
And we will go to Joey Knight of the Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, after such a promising offseason, so many guys getting bigger and stronger, how disappointing was it to see, both lines of scrimmage get kind of out physical Saturday?
Well, it was very disappointing. I'm more disappointed with our offensive line. I think that's going in the season. We said that was going to be the strength of our football team, and we got bigger and stronger to move people, and we're not doing it as well as we should right now. And they have the most starts on our football team, the most experience on our football team. You look at all the skill position, they're young guys, but they're talented, and we got to provide opportunity for the quarterback to throw the ball to those guys and be able to hand it off to them so they can run. Last week quarterback threw the ball 14 times. He was sacked 3 and pressured 9. That's not going to work, and we got to get it corrected.
And you're just defensively, what are you expecting to see from UConn? They do look like they're pretty stout defensively.
They're playing 3-4, and they move to even man front at times, but they're really stout. They're big up front and try to two-gap you and really funnel you in. And again, their front seven is really physical, and our guys got to come ready to play. They're good against the run, and they're really good on third down. And it's going to be an interesting ball game, a good ball game for us, and we got to come ready to play and play a heck of a lot better than what we've been playing. But I anticipate our guys will.
And we'll hear next from Shannon Green of Orlando Sentinel.
Hi, Coach. Same question for you as earlier. At what point in the season do you feel like you get a sense of the identity of your team? Is it about game 3 or 4, or is it earlier?
I think it takes you a couple games to get in and 2 or 3 games to really see what you're working with, how your guys work together, and what the leadership is like, and I think that's something that we're for us, and as an offense, is still trying to figure out what's our identity. We need our identity and get some confidence and get going. But again, I think it usually takes a couple games before you can really see that.
What are the main things that you? Oh, I'm sorry. What are the main things that you are looking for those first 2 games?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. What are the main things? Say that again.
I was asking, what are the main things that you're evaluating in the first 2 and 3 games of the season?
Well, again, you want to see the guys that can play consistently at a high level and not make as many mistakes, and guys that are doing the things that they're coached to do, and I think those are some of the things we're looking at: the consistency and the passion and the leadership. I think that is key early on to find out exactly who are your leaders when things get tough, and try to rally around those guys and get the team going.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go next to Joey Johnson of Tampa Tribune.
Willie, do you have any sense for the availability this Friday of Andre Davis and Thor Joswiak? And also, what is it that they have that's been missing from the team that since their injuries? What do they bring that you've been missing?
Well, I think more than anything, both of them bring leadership to our football team. Andre brings it. Thor brings it, especially on the offensive line. He brings that enthusiasm, that passion, and those guys, the whole guys, accountable, and they've been trying to do it. But I think it's different when you're actually out there with them and trying to motivate and get them going. When you're not out there, so getting those guys back would be very beneficial, very helpful for our football team in a lot of ways, not just physically, but from the leadership standpoint. And Andre is going to the doctor today, and I have more on him after he gets from the doctor. And Thor practiced for us yesterday, so hopefully he continue to progress throughout the week and do a good job. It'd be good to get him back and see if he can help shore up our offensive line and get going.
Also, just how important is it, the first conference game? I know each year you have your opener and everybody wants to get started fast, but how big is that game in the grand scheme of things in your season to get going on the right foot in your conference?
I think it's very important for us because it's part of our goals. We want to win this conference. We want to do something that's never been done around here before, and so it's really important that we start off on the right note and get going. So it's part of our goal, and we got them at home. We got an opportunity to do it. We got to take advantage of it now. So we got to be locked in and sharp and make sure we have a good game plan so our guys can go out and execute like we know they're capable of doing.
And we'll hear next from Elliot Moore of voodoo5.com.
Hi, Coach. I'm interested in what you thought of Quentin Flowers, his play, especially he had a pretty good drive in the fourth quarter that ended in an interception. But what did you think of him Saturday?
I thought Quentin did some good things for her. We had practice for him, and he came in and did it well. And like you said, he got our offense moving. We had a drive going with him in there, and we got to continue to develop him and continue to have things for him so he can help us offensively, and he's got to continue to grow and learn, and also understand the passing game a little better, where you don't always have to throw the football. He can run it. He's pretty good at doing that as well. So I think just him getting more experience and not trying to put it all on his shoulder. Just go out and play football and let the game come to him. Those things that he's going to learn. But I thought he did a good job. It'll be his first time out there.
Okay. I think I saw him run a triple option play out there, and he sort of stumbled. He stayed on his feet and got a first down, and, it seemed to be good. I don't know is that what we're going to see more from him, a little bit of a spread style? Or
I think you'll see a lot of different things with him. He's one of those guys that you can do a couple different things with him. He's very athletic, very talented, and he can throw the football as well. So he can help us offensively and can cause some problems for defenses. But for him, again, it's just learning the things that he can do, and for us to keep it simple and allow him to be able to play fast and allow him to be able to perform like he's capable of. And we got to do it not only with him, but a lot of our guys. We're playing a lot of young guys in our skill position, and we got to make sure that we keep it simple and let them play with confidence and be able to play fast so they can do the things we know they're capable of doing.
Okay, thank you.
We have time for one more for Coach Willie Taggart, please.
And we have a follow-up question from Joey Knight of the Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, when everybody's looking for answers on offense at this point, from just reviewing the game, is it execution? Is it you coaches, play callers not doing a good enough job? Have you put your finger on it?
I think it's more execution and identity and playing with passion. I think, again, I challenge our offensive line to put this team on their back. We shouldn't just put it on the quarterback. Those guys are our most experienced guys. They have the most starts on this team. They were coming in, going to be the strength of this football team, and we need them to play up to that level. And I think if they play up to that level, we'll start to get some of the results that we can. The one touchdown we did have, he had time to throw the football. Nobody was in his face, and he threw it for a touchdown, put it right on the money, and then after that, it didn't go well. Like I said, he threw the ball 14 times. He was sacked 3 and pressured 9. It's hard to have any consistency or any kind of offense when that happens, you know, and on top of not running the football. We got to be able to do that. And all that's a mentality and making sure we get our guys to do it.
And real quickly, you have depth there now. Will there be competition for jobs up front this week?
Oh yeah. We're going to, again, like I said before, we're going to find the best guys to come in. There's nobody have a job that's secure. We can't do it. We're not doing that anymore around here. Guys got to hold up their part of the bargain and play at the level that we know they're capable of. I just know we're not playing at that level up front, and I know they're so much better, and we need for them to be better. And they will be better. We're going to stay the course, and we're going to keep chopping the wood and get this thing corrected. I know we can, and I know we will. We need our O-line, big time. They're the most experienced. You look at all our other positions, they're young guys, and they need that leadership. They need that help.
Coach, we thank you for the time today. Look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
All right, thanks.